I think my first vinyl I bought when I was 13 years old. And that's where the dream started. And the dream started very small because the DJ scene wasn't what it is today. There was no dream of playing in front of 100,000 people.
It was your local club.
The biggest dream would be to play in one of the legendary Belgian clubs. And that's that. There was no international touring. There was no different world. And Mike's dream started in hip hop.
It wasn't like it started in hip hop. When my interest in music began through hip hop, but my journey into really feeling and wanting to make music happened in Ibiza. It's like what happened there when you listen to house music and that whole culture, seeing that for the first time as a very young kid was like very impressive. Yeah.
As far as I can remember, I was making little mixtapes on his cassette deck with my Discman with a rewired headphone wire in the microphone input, and making little tapes and making soundtracks to the videos our parents made of our holidays with the VCR.
But our parents also always played a lot of music. Like when we drove through Greece, they would play like this same CD all over and over again. What was it, like top hits? Whatever. It was like very dancey or Euro dance. Like
and I think for both of us, the love, or let's say my first moment that I can remember that I had a connection with music is when I found the Michael Jackson Thriller LP.
It wasn't even the music when we first saw the LP, just the way it looked.
Him with the tigers, the little tigers.
I think our dad had to play that record every day for us.
Yeah.
Like.
I still have the headphone I used to listen to that EP to. I mean, we're still touring together, so
we're still brothers.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the power in our connection is the fact that we complement each other, you know, like on and off stage, and we each have our own zone, and we each have our own things that we're really good at, and
we don't give each other a lot of compliments, though.
Yeah, no, we're not like the compliment showering family in general. So you know, but we leave each other room to do what we're good at, and we try to stay out of each other's way in that sense, and that works.
And now we ride our bikes together too sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
What I admire in Dimitri is that when he sees a goal in front of his head, it doesn't matter what's in between him and the goal, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make everything around him work, and he's gonna make it happen.
Or at least try to.
No, usually you succeed, so pretty good at that.
Well, you know, like Mike is extremely creative, and he can just get up in the morning at 6 and work.
I just never sleep.
Yeah, and can just work hours and hours on just because he wants to make something. You know, like Mike can just
do it
make
for no
music
purpose.
for the sake of making music. Yeah, I admire that. I think, you know, like doing the remix together with Swedish House Mafia for Leave the World Behind, I think that was for sure a point in our career when people really started taking us seriously.
stage first time, I would say from zero to that.
Yeah.
Was like crazy. Yeah. We used to like do a bunch of crazy shit, and somehow the crowd managed to get a hold of.
I did a stage dive and they stole the shoe off my foot.
But the funny moment was actually after, when Dimitri didn't want to continue the set. He was pretty
so
drunk that he was speaking in the microphone to like a whole crowd of 5,000 people, saying he wasn't going to continue if he didn't get his shoe back.
Yeah.
He didn't get his shoe back, and we still played the set.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
You know, like I don't see stuff so much as failure. You know, you try a bunch of stuff, and sometimes things work. Sometimes
I think
things
we
don't.
each also have our own idea of what was like, this was cool or not cool, or
Yeah, I prefer to count in successes and tryouts rather than to look at failures. 1 thing I always remember was in Miami many years ago, and I don't know what the reason was. I was a little bit upset for something with online and comments, and I saw David Guetta in Story, I think in Miami, and we were talking, like, was one of the very first times I met him, and I mentioned that I was feeling a little bit bummed out and everything, and he laughed, like, in his own charming way, and he's like, dude, that's the last thing you're ever gonna have to pay attention to, you know, like he
I
really
was there too, right?
Yeah, it's like, it was like that. Really the way he put it, it wasn't so much exactly what he said, but the way he put it is like
laughing it off,
like, dude, just and apart from a few exceptions, I never looked at comments or really took them to heart after that, because that is somebody who I really always looked up to, and the way he put it is like, man, you cannot have success without haters, so don't mind it.
I think the best advice to me were all the people that always told me what I could not do or would not be able to accomplish, and would better just not do it. That to me was like, all right, I'll show you.
I think the most important one is be persistent. You know, like, if there's no guarantee to success, but there's one guarantee to failure, and that is quitting. So persistence is key.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff, 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 prepare for takeoff.
Please welcome Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike.